Good afternoon, I'm John Neal from the Westboro Active RX facility, and I'm here with Elizabeth, who has cordially agreed to demonstrate the new exercises for the month of May. And we're going to start off with the leg press, which is a new one for this month. I'd like to take a moment to show you the settings of her feet. Her toes are just above the top of the plate, which puts a little more emphasis on the glutes and hamstrings, and allows her to press through the heels where she has more power and stability. We've also set the back of the machine so that her legs are at a 90-degree angle so she gets a larger range of motion. Okay? So go ahead, Elizabeth. Just don't lock out the knees when you go all the way out. Bring it quite as far as you can and press back out. Nice fluid motion.
Yeah.
And we're looking for 8 to 12 repetitions in any of the exercises we do.
75, so you may have to do some tasks.
One more
Not
time.
much tasks. Should I do the classes?
Yes.
Excellent. Our next exercise is the incline chest press. Okay, so Liz is ready to demonstrate the incline chest press. We're using the incline because it's much easier for us to get up and down off of the bench rather than the flat bench, okay? So she's got the dumbbells posed on either side. She's going to push them up together to the top, bring them back down, bend at the elbows, bring it to the outside of the shoulder till your arms are parallel to the floor, and then bring them back up and back down. And again, our rep range is 8 to 12 repetitions for any of the exercises we're doing today. Form, bring it back up, and again, try to remember to stop when your arms are parallel to the floor so we don't open the shoulders up too far. And one more repetition, and good. Okay, when you're done, bring the dumbbells back down to your lap, and you can sit up. It's much easier that way. As mentioned, our next exercise is the bent over dumbbell row. We've added the kickback to it this month. So what Liz is going to do is she's going to position herself on the bench. Her left hand is on the bench with the left knee, giving her stability. Her back is nice and flat. Her head's up. And she's going to pull the dumbbell up to her rib cage and then kick it back. So we're incorporating two different motions here, kind of a compound movement, working the back and the tricep at the same time. Again, she's going to bring it down, bring it back up to the rib cage, kick it back, squeeze that tricep, and bring it back down. Excellent. Again, 8 to 12 repetitions is what we're looking for. So choose a weight that's going to challenge you and allow you to do 8, but you should be struggling by the time you hit 12. Excellent. Okay, our next exercise is the stationary lunge. So what we're going to do is we're going to position our feet apart, okay? And we're going to try to get our legs down at 90 degrees, try to keep the front knee behind the toes. So in order to do that, you have to bend the back knee to get you down to 90 degrees. So Liz is going to demonstrate the stationary lunge. Back up. And if need be, hold onto a stationary object to support you. Perfect. And again, trying to get her knees to 90 degrees. Working the glutes, the hamstrings, and the quadriceps. As with any of the other lifts, we want to stabilize our core, draw it in, brace ourselves before we do any exertions. Good job. Okay, the next exercise is the wild card exercise for this month, which is the shoulder exercise. We've chosen to do lateral raises with bands. Okay, Liz is going to demonstrate the lateral raise with one of the lighter bands. There's different resistances. And as you can see, her hand right now, the top of her hand is pointed up to the ceiling. You can also turn your thumb up, which gives you a different angle in the shoulder. If someone experiences any kind of discomfort with this exercise, you can try to move the hand in a different position to see if you can find an area that doesn't cause them any discomfort. As always, if you experience any discomfort and we can't relieve that, then stop the exercise. So we do 8 to 12 on one side, then we'd shift and do 8 to 12 on the other side. Excellent. Okay, the last exercise we're going to do for the month is the hammer curl with a twist. And it's also carried over from last month as well. So Liz has got a pair of dumbbells in a neutral position. She's going to curl those up, top, and make the twist. And the twist actually helps contract the bicep a little bit harder. So make sure you keep your elbows by your sides. When you bring it up at the top, twist it out. Okay, one of the things we do here at the Westboro Center is we do a final stretch. When everyone's finished with their strength training, we all stop at one at a time, depending on where they are in the whole process, and we do a final stretch. And that's to help try to restore range of motion to the muscle. So the first thing we do is we put our hands up over our heads, okay? And then we just lean from one side, hold it for about a count of 5, and then we come back up and over to the other side. Back up to the other side one more time. One more time to the other side. And then we bring our hands down behind our heads just to do a quick tricep stretch. Push your hand down along the back of your head with the other hand. Okay, for another count of about 5. And then we switch sides. And we do the other one. We bring the hands down around behind the back, clench your fingers together like so, and then roll your shoulders back, okay, to help stretch the shoulders and pecs. And now we move to the lower part of the body where we actually do a calf stretch, quadricep, and hamstring stretch. So, that's fine. Okay, so hang on with your left hand. You're doing your calf. Okay. So Liz is demonstrating the hamstring stretch right now. The right leg is straight, the toe is elevated on a piece of machinery, and she's going to reach her right hand down towards the top of her shoe to stretch the hamstring. She tries to keep the leg as straight as possible. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds. And then come back up. And we'll switch feet. Okay. Reach down with your left hand. Here we go, grab this thing on your right. And if need be for stability, we've chosen the chest press because it works really well for holding on with one hand to aid in the stability of the client. And we come on back up. Okay, now the calf. Put your right foot back, left foot forward. And you do right foot up. So your right foot, keep your foot flat on the floor. Push your heel up. There you go. Okay, she's stretching the calf on her left side now. Left leg is straight, the right leg is bent. Try to keep the left foot flat on the floor, and you're going to feel that stretch in the lower part of the calf down in here. Again, hold it for 10 to 15 seconds, and then switch feet. Important part of this is that with the calf, the foot is in this position, you don't really stretch the calf, so we turn the calf out. We urge them to keep the foot in line with the front foot, that way we stretch the calf more thoroughly. Again, hold it for 10 to 15 seconds. Okay, and then come on back up. And the last stretch that we do is a quadricep stretch. And again, we hold on to the piece of machinery for stabilization. And pick up that foot and stretch. There you go. And you can see that that really effectively stretches the quadricep on the left side. And again, hold for 10 to 15 seconds, and then try the other side. And again, hold for 10 to 15 seconds, and that's the end of our final stretch. And that's the workout and stretch for the upcoming month of May from the Westboro Active RX. Thank you very much.